what Rob has shared with us, you know, and why he wants us to do it the way he wants us to do it,
right?
And why we are not questioning it when he's making
right
$500,000 a month, and why we shouldn't question him because he's doing that.
Right.
And we would like to be that. So
why not? Let's do it.
Yeah. The invitation script that we're using that actually works.
That actually works. Yay to working scripts.
Boom. How to schedule a presentation with Bettina. Sharing a tool with our friend Scott.
Scott shared with us. Right.
We didn't love it at first, but it's seriously.
It's helped us a lot.
Yeah, it's helped us a lot.
Yeah, and I have to be honest, I didn't love it at first. I was like, but it's actually, I'm seeing the benefit. So, you know, I was a little hard-headed. Let's Scoochie Manucci. So here's our website that has all the tools available for you. So what you're going to do, and I want to make sure you can see my screen, is go to juanandbettina.com. Okay, this is the presentation that we did a couple of weeks ago, and feel free to take a look at that. But here's the resources. Go to Agent Attraction. Those are the resources that are available to you. So Rob Flick, I called him because I was like, we're kind of in a we're in a rut, we're kind of in a slump, you know, what do we need? Like, get us out, right? And he said, okay, watch. Yeah, well, I'm like, I don't know, a long time ago. And he said, watch them 3 times this week. And I think the key here is not like 3 times over the course of the next 6 months. It's 3 times this week. So this one right here, Wealth Chart seminar, is make sure you watch this 3 times. Okay, this is only a 30-minute one. Okay, the other one, this one, the wealth training video, that's a 90-minute video. Watch that 3 times. So these are the 2 that you're going to watch 3 times each. And I'm going to be honest, the first time I watched it, it took me a few times to get through it, right? But then it sparked something. And the second time, it only took me a couple times. Third time, I like watched it all the way through. And now I'm like, I'm watching it. And the idea here, when you watch this, is that you watch it in such a way that when you're like driving, listening to it, driving down the road, you're like singing along to it, like you're singing along to your favorite song when it comes on the radio. So he's got some scripts in here, some dialogues in here that are going to be your favorite, right? And so that when you have that conversation, you're not thinking about what you need to say. Instead, you're listening from the other agent on what they're going to say. And is it more important to talk, or is it more important to listen?
Oh, it's more important to listen.
Yes. And the tips in there, the clues in there, I can tell when I'm visiting with somebody and they tell me what to say. I'm like, did you watch that video 3 times? Well, no. Well, tell me, what should I do? I said, watch the video 3 times. Because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to share with you a little nugget, right? Which leads me into the next nugget, which leads me in the next nugget, right? Just watch the video 3 times. And when you sponsor somebody, you know what you're going to tell them?
Watch the video 3 times.
Duplicatable and scalable. You can hear it from me, the diluted version, or you can hear it directly from Rob. Just listen to it directly from Rob.
And let's be real, he's like the master of duplication.
The master of duplication.
He is the master. He is the ninja of duplication.
Right. And what did Brent do? Brent learned from Rob and did what Rob did.
Right.
Do you know what? Well, that's what we're all doing. All of us are learning and we're duplicating that.
Right.
Right. And that's what we're doing. This is a model explained by Brent. These are some some testimonials. Anybody in this video, we're all there to help you do a 3-way call. Okay. For the systems of growth, this is a, feel free to take a look at this. This is a good one. It's our PowerPoint. Here's our recorded calls from our weekly events. Now, when you onboard an agent, okay, when you onboard an agent, there's this getting started with EXP. After they have moved their license over, they can register in this. It's Michael and Jay created this site, and they'll need to register. It's okay, it goes into their database, but it says it's a step-by-step EXP tools and systems plus exclusive tools and systems. Set up your Regis membership, set up EXP Enterprise, set up EXP World, set up SkySlope. set up KV Core platform, set up Making It Rain, access EXP University, and how to connect with your broker. Those are all things that'll help an agent onboard, and there's just short little snippets of videos to help them. All of this is available to you. This is available to anybody. We created this for everybody. Also, these calculators are for you to play with and to enjoy. Take a look at it. Actually, don't use that. Use this. Okay? This is the best deal right here. Is just download this for you, and then play with it. There's several calculators here. Okay? The model explained.
Yep.
Okay, this is the one that we do every week at 11 o'clock on Monday Central Standard Time. Invite folks. Just invite them.
Play with it. Get on and play.
And then
open.
On here, let's say you want to book an appointment with us. You can, and you can't remember the Calendly link. Check this out. It's right here. Book a one-on-one session with Bettina. So this way you talk to somebody and you use the script that we're about to share with you, and you just go in here, you click that, and let's say you want to see what's my availability on Monday. These are my availabilities on Monday to do the presentation. What about Wednesday? Here we go. Okay. You'll see that there's some times already booked out. I'm not available at 11 because I'm talking to you guys doing this presentation. I'm not available at 9 because I already have a booking, and it tells you we don't have to do that. You don't have to be the middleman to try to book this. It's here. It's a tool. It's available for you. We want to do these live presentations for you to help you grow. So that's that's a little summary of our website. I'm not going to go through all of it.
So guys, real quick, for everybody out there listening, this has become automated, right? Where you just go to the Calendly link, schedule the appointment, and fabulous Bettina is making a call on your behalf. My gosh, that's so powerful leverage. That is so powerful leverage. And we're just going to go over a basic script. So
That Juan's using.
Imagine a basic script that's been given to people. You get a response, book an appointment via Zoom. Bettina's now calling, right? That's high leverage.
And I'm going to upload this to the Town Attraction group. This
Super
one right
pumped
here.
about this.
So basically, this is the script that Juan and I've been using, and it's easy and it's simple. So let's pretend you're calling Joe.
Okay.
Okay. Go for it, and I'll be Joe.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hello, Joe. Thanks for taking my call. This is Juan with Bettina's real estate team. Bettina asked me to give you a quick call, and now this is not about coaching. This is not about real estate deal or anything, but do you have just 2 minutes to help me?
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't have much time, Joe, and I know how busy you are. So can I have your permission to be completely direct?
Okay. Because right now Joe is like,
what is this about?
What is, you know, because if you've been in real estate long enough, you're like, what is this about? Right?
Yeah.
And that's the reason I said, you know, you can change it. Some people in the yellow highlighted, you're going to change this and make this your own. Now, this call is not about coaching. Let's say you're a real estate coach. Now, this call isn't about whatever your relationship is. Now, this call isn't about the happy hour I invited you to from 4 to 6. This call is not about blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah, just tell me what the call is not about.
Yeah. But do you have just 2 minutes to help me? And this can be with people you know or don't know. Keep going.
Right.
Okay.
So right there, you've asked for 2 minutes. They say, okay. And then you say, first and foremost, well, what brokerage are you currently associated with? Come on now.
Fabulousness
Real estate.
That almost gets the job done.
Oh, that's great.
Charges me too much and makes sure I
don't make it so easy. Don't make it so easy. That's great. Let me ask you, Joe, for the right commission split, the right training, leadership, and the right technology where you can keep more of your hard-earned commissions instead of giving it to your broker, and the right opportunity to earn equity in your brokerage and residual income in the process, are you possibly recruitable?
So notice here, the key here is opportunity to earn. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. So you're like, earn equity in your brokerage and residual income in the process. Are you possibly recruitable. Now, Juan typically didn't go this fast, so slow down. Do
Oh.
it like you're typically making a call.
Okay.
Okay, so that they can hear your tonality, because that's important. Because there's power in the pause. There's power in the lengthening of it. So to earn equity and opportunity in your brokerage or residual income in the process,
Are you
possibly recruitable? And you can make that pause like
Yeah.
like skip a beat. Because what that pause does is it calls their attention, because you already said so much. Hey, that's great. Let me ask you, Joe, for the right commission split, the right training and leadership, the right technology where you can keep more of your hard-earned commissions instead of giving it to your broker, and the right opportunity to earn equity in your brokerage and residual income in the process, are you possibly recruitable? So, and notice income in the process. Like, I don't end that as though it's a period, like it's their turn to speak. I end that as though there's more to come. The tone in which you say this is significantly more important than the words you say. Does that make sense? So all of these words, yeah, don't worry about stumbling through it. What's important is the tone in which you say it, the pause, right? And then, are you possibly recruitable? It's not possibly recruitable. The emphasis is on possibly. Okay, keep going.
So, and then let's say you say, yes, maybe.
Well, I've kind of been thinking about it.
Okay.
But what if I say no?
Well, if you say no, I move on.
Okay.
I move on, and I'm going to go back to watching the video that Rob Flick said, because what Rob does, he doesn't spend time with people who he believes he's looking for the low-hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for people who are open-minded. Someone who's open-minded does not say no. Someone who's open-minded immediately says, well, maybe, possibly, I'm thinking about, they'll say that language.
Mm-hmm.
They won't say yes. No one ever says yes. Possibly,
Rare.
maybe, things like that.
Yeah.
But someone says, no. Okay, we're done. We're moving on.
And
right.
but if they're like, no, right?
Yeah.
That's like a maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
So if I hear a no, okay, great. Well, we're moving on. So you love where you're at. I'll just ask them a few questions just to stay in rapport and things like that. But if I hear something like well, no, probably not. Like that to me means I'm gonna keep moving forward. So let's say you hummer and haw and say no.
Right.
Hummer and haw and say no.
I just did. No.
Well, Joe, let me ask you something. If I text you or email you a link, it's a brief, short 7-minute video explaining the opportunity I'm talking about, would you take a look at it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, as you know, Bettina's built a very successful real estate business, and she's been honored as one of the top local industry leaders. And so Bettina, she's looking for just 24 like-minded individuals to choose to invest their future and partner with Bettina to significantly impact that trajectory of their lives, personally, professionally, and financially. Would you be offended if I can get Bettina on the phone with you for just 15 minutes to explain the opportunity on a deeper level? Would you be open to learning more?
Sure. Now on this, if you'll notice, there's some key words that you probably are going to want to highlight. I got these notifications. So, and Bettina's looking for 24, right? Let's talk 24 like-minded individuals who choose to invest in their future and partner with Bettina to significantly impact the trajectory of their lives personally, professionally, and financially, right? So you're going to go through and you're going to make sure that they understand that whatever their key points you think that they really need, like emphasize that. And then you say, would you be offended? And why would you say, and watch that wealth chart video, because that line is from Rob Flick.
That is from the master.
That's a Rob Flick. That's what he's been teaching. Would you be offended? Because if you say, can I, that's a yes or no, right? Can I? Well, may I? would you be offended? Would you be offended? Of course I'm not offended.
Right.
I'm not offended.
Right.
Right?
And you listen to that, like, for instance, if you were across the table and I said, hey, can you hand me a napkin? Okay, well,
Sure.
instruction. Hey, would you be offended if I asked you to hand me a napkin? Don't you just backtrack and go, no, I'm not offended. I'll get you the napkin right now.
All right, like
Right?
now you feel like, okay, like dude.
There's definitely some psychology going on. I can't even put my finger on the psychology. All I know is it's powerful and the master uses it. Right?
Okay. So would you be offended if I can get Bettina on the phone with you for just 15 minutes to explain the opportunity at a deeper level? Would you be open to learning more? And I wouldn't put emphasis on 15 minutes, but I would say it, right? If I can get Bettina on the phone with you for just 15 minutes to explain the opportunity at a deeper level, would you be open to learning more?
Open is the key.
Right?
Would you be open
to learning more?
And one of the things one of my old coaches would do is when you're practicing, and he would do this, and I don't know if you ever knew this, but one of the things he would have us do is he would have us clap when we needed the pause for training. So if you wanted to emphasize open, it would be, would you be open to learning more? And that was just the exercise. Obviously, you're not going to clap when you're talking. Although every once in a while, I'll be like on my thigh. Right.
But that's important.
Open to learning more.
So these words that you're wanting to emphasize, just put a slight pause. And if you look at politicians when they're speaking, they put that pause right before the word that they want to emphasize. And we think it's a stutter.
Right.
It's a deliberateness so that you are paying attention to the words that they want you to pay attention to.
There's a lot of words in a sentence.
There's a lot of words.
We need them to focus on the ones we need them to focus on.
So you got to think what's important to you, right? So then use the scheduling to set an appointment, calendly.com/HSS, and then you'll schedule an appointment with me. So you'll notice in here.
So can I say something real quick? Okay. So what's so valuable about this? We went over a script. Your name is not on it. Bettina's name is on there, right? What we mean by that is this. You are the ISA setting the appointment. The one who sets the most appointments wins. The one who sets the most appointments wins.
I don't know about you, but he likes to win, and so do I.
Yeah. So if you were the one setting 3 appointments a day, I want you to understand how powerful that would be. Okay. So, sorry. So I want you to understand how powerful. If you were the one setting 3 appointments a day, 2 appointments a day, what would that look like in your rev share? You know, that'd be an amazing thing. So you've been
how many lives would you impact? Because
you're given a script that's just basically if you were possibly recruitable. There's no pressure to them. You've asked for 2 minutes of their time. They gave it to you. And you just go through it. You probably are only taking 1.5 minutes of their time.
Right. And here's the other thing. Let's say you're already in relationship with them. This is somebody you like. It's a friend. You get them into conversation with me. They decide, let's say they decide they hate me. No loss, no foul. It doesn't hurt your relationship. Because if you're explaining EXP, you're pushing this on them, then you're like, you're salvaging your relationship. There's no harm, no foul. Bettina's a great gal, you know. I'll give the presentation. Actually, I've never had anybody be offended by my presentation, but I know, like subconsciously, some people are afraid to schedule the presentation. But at the end of the day, my goal, ever since the beginning of time, since I've gotten to real estate, my goal before, and yours too, before we get off the phone, is that we add value in such a way that they thank us before we get off the phone. Thank you for your time. And that has always been our goal since before the start of real estate, because that is a thing. I don't know. It makes me happy when I add value.
Right. When they say thank you, you know you've done it right.
And I know I've done it right. And that's the way I go about the presentation. Right.
So in this script, let's go over what we're asking for. We're asking for 2 minutes of their time. Right. We're asking for permission to be direct. Here's what you've asked. Permission to be direct, which they appreciate because they don't want you spending any time with them. Probably not. I don't know. And you're also asking them to watch a 7-minute video. 7 minutos. Boom, baby. 7 minutes. You're asking for them permission to be direct, asking for them to potentially see if they're open-minded to being possibly recruitable, watching a 7-minute video, and then if they would be open to having a deeper conversation with Bettina for 15 minutes at some point in time to schedule it. Like, that's it. That's duplicatable.
It's scalable.
It's scalable, and this can be a leveraged activity for you.
Okay, so the things we said we were going to talk about, we're going to talk about the website and go over the tools. We're going to go over the invitation script. We talked about how to schedule a presentation with Bettina. It's at calendly.com/Bettina-HSS. Next one is going to, we're sharing the screen, or we're going to share blah, blah, blah. We are going to share the tool that Scott shared with us. Oh, this one right here. It's called CRM Grow, and I have to tell you, I didn't love it at first. That was just me, okay? That was in my head, because you know how it is when you start doing new things and try something new, sometimes you're like a little.
You don't want to be open, or you kind of want to have doubts.
I want to have doubts.
Yeah.
I want to poke holes in it.
Yeah.
And that's what people are doing when they see our presentation. I know they're doing the same thing. They're wanting to poke holes in it.
Right.
My job is when they try to poke a hole, it's a steel hole. There's no poking holes in this.
Love it.
It's not like a thin balloon that's going to pop. Okay. So here's some of the videos that I have. I added this one, but it comes with a 7-minute video, right? You can preview it and stuff. And then there's also this one, which I like. This one is basically the 3 napkin.
Or would you sit there with Netflix and click and play?
Okay. And then you've got Brent Gove's presentation. And here's the cool thing about this, right? So what's really cool is that it'll notify us when watches the video, and it tells you how much of the video they've watched. So when they get to the presentation, I know that they've clicked on the link and they've watched 30 seconds of the video.
Right.
Or they've clicked on the link and they've watched 6 minutes and 45 seconds of the video.
And I'll tell you what, I didn't think, when I heard that happened, I was like, okay, and right, I wasn't sure what to do with that. However, when you're in the middle of that and with the lead, you get a vibe. Like you start to get the vibe of what's happening. Like you can sense when to call them. Like you get a gut instinct.
But here's how I use it, because this is because he'll generate the lead, but this is how I use it, right? So I know I get the notification that the person that I'm going to talk to today at 2:00 has or has not watched the video. So that when we have our appointment, like today at 2, this is my sheet. I have this lead sheet, and I'll call them. And I want to make sure that is my sharing my screen? Yeah. And I want to make sure that you can see this. Okay.
Powerful stuff, guys.
So this is our lead sheet. And then, oops. And I'm going to get their name, and I'm going to put your name next to it too. So I know that this is your lead, right? And then I'm going to say, so tell me about you. What's your story? All right. So what was your production last year? What is it this year? And if they have watched the videos, I'm going to ask them this series of questions on a scale of 1 to 10. So I know what to focus on the presentation for them so that we can close it, right? I also am going to ask them what's their residual income goal for the years through rentals, through investments, things like that. And I'm going to ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, like, where are you at, like at EXP, joining EXP, and what's keeping you from being a 10? All this helps me when I get to our presentation. And you've seen our presentation. So we do it Monday at 11. Actually, we do it together, but I do the one-on-one presentations, just us. So it's 11:25. I'm going to wrap this up right now, here in just a minute. If y'all have any questions, just give us a call.
I just want to say this script and this, because it's simple, it's doable. It's doable. Your downline can do it. Your downline that has a downline can do it. It's scalable, duplicatable, nationwide. You don't have to visit with Bettina. Schedule it on Calendly. Poof.
Yeah.
Magically,
via Zoom.
she will call.
I will.
Right.
Because I live by my schedule now. I love it. And you know what? It's freeing, and it's my joy.
Yeah.
It's just like, I love this. I love helping others. This is my joy. So please allow us to have this.
Powerful.
Call us if you have any questions. My cell, it's 214-683-6746. Juan's is
469-231-1057.
And the website is juanandbettina.com. Also visit our Facebook page. We've live streamed this if you want to watch us again via Facebook. If you need the links to any of this, let us know. Our goal here is to help you succeed. The Facebook page is facebook.com/Juan and Bettina.
Okay. Our goal is to lead with kindness, but also be aggressive.
All right, go get them. We'll see you today at the happy hour at Brios and Allen from 4 to 6. Bye.
See ya.